Hello friends, welcome to this new part of star pattern. Actually, this is on-demand video to solve a problem which is shared by one of our subscriber from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Friends, he has shared a problem with us. It is really a tricky problem. It is available on your screen right now. I'll draw it here for you. It is like this. So friends, this is the problem. First of all, we shall divide this pattern into combination of rows and columns. So friends, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we shall consider one more column over here which is blank actually. 10 columns. What is the relation between number of rows and columns? The columns are twice that of rows. Friends, as we have already discussed that if there is a blank space before any star, then we replace that particular space with a different symbol. Here we shall consider it hash. So we are replacing a blank space with hash. Right friends? But the main problem here is there is a blank space in between pattern also. But we shall discuss later about this. And one more point here is there is alternate symbol printed column wise. And it is very simple. We can print this type of alternate symbols by using the column number. If column number is odd, we are printing star, and if column number is even, we are printing plus. So we just need to check whether J is even or odd, and depending on that value, we can decide whether to print star or plus symbol. After that, just consider this blank space is not present here. Then what would be the pattern? It would be star plus star plus star plus. Right? I am writing these symbols in the bottom to differentiate it from the actual pattern. And here plus plus. Right, and here is the star plus, it is already there. So friends, first of all what we'll do, we'll just figure out how to print this solid pattern over here, and later we shall discuss about these blank spots. Okay friends, so let's start practically to print this solid pattern first. So friends, here is our Turbo C application. Just include standard library files, a main function, after that variable declaration, clear screen, and here we shall start our actual program. So first of all we shall write this for loop to count rows, and it would be like this: I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 5 because we are considering 5 rows over here, and I plus plus. After that we shall write for to print this pattern first, hash pattern. Right? For that we can write for j is equal to 1, j is less than I, j plus plus. Print hash in this for, here a new line character, and after that a get ch state. Okay, just save this program first. Compile and just run. So friends, our first part is complete. Now we shall see how to print this solid pattern first. So friends, first of all, here we shall write a for loop. Now see, what is the relation between columns and rows? The columns are twice that of rows. So here, to print this decreasing order pattern, so here we shall initialize j to the twice that of rows, that means 5 into 2. Next, j greater than I and j minus minus, and here we shall print star only. Right now, save this program, compile and run. So friends, this part is ready now. Now what we need to do to print alternate symbols, we shall put a simple if over here. So check if j mod 2 is equal to 0, that means for even positions. See friends, the initial value of j is 10, right? So our for loop will be executed like this. J would be 10 over here, then here 9, here 8, here 7, like this. Okay, that means for even values of j we are printing star. So here what we'll do, if j mod 2 is equal to 0, then here we shall print star, right? And in else part we shall print plus symbol. Just save it, compile it and run. So friends, here we have the next part of the pattern. Now we have alternate symbols, right friends? Next, what we shall do, we shall think about this part, that we don't want to print symbols in this area. And what is this area? To find out the relation between this area, we need to consider I value with compare to these positions. See friends, if we compare first row with the second, third or any other row, then it is very difficult to find out the relation. But if we separate the first row and we think about second, third, fourth, fifth row, then we can find out the relation between this blank space. That if we think about second, third, fourth row, in second row, see, we are skipping two positions, one over here and one over here, right? In the third row, we are skipping two positions over here and two positions over here. That means if we modify our condition like this, we can have this pattern. If j is greater than, just write here 2 into I, this condition will give you this result. Right friends? But see, now the last column is missing over here, and for that position we can have the equal to condition as well. So here we just put equal to condition, save it and run. So now we have our expected output. Right friends? Now we just need to focus that how we can skip these positions in between. Now we shall mark these blank spaces, right? So these spaces we need as a blank symbol, right? So now just check friends, as our position is increased, these blank spaces are decreased. Means this pattern is again relative to the I value. Now see here, when we are printing a single star, we need to print two blank spaces. After that again we are printing a value. After that again we are printing two blank spaces, and after again we are printing a symbol. These positions are actually calculated by J, but these spaces, these blank spaces are calculated by using I. So now we shall create a mixture of J's for loop and I's for loop to create such pattern. So friends, for this what we shall do, see here we are printing star and plus symbols. What we'll do, first of all, see friends, we have already separated this first row from the remaining pattern, right? When we were considering about these particular blank spaces, right? So first of all we shall write a separate form to print this particular first row. So now here what we can do, we can simply write if I is equal to 1, then we need to print this pattern. So here we shall use the same code here, and now we have separated the first line. So this if will print only the first row, and for the remaining part we shall simply copy same if here and we shall make it as the else part, means the code for other rows. And here what we'll do, see, first of all we shall just compile and run it. So here is the output, right? Now what we'll do, while printing this star and plus symbol in the second, third and subsequent rows, we need to consider what is the row number, and according to that we need to print blank spaces in decreasing order. So friends, here what we'll do, we shall put a simple for. Here we shall use another symbol because see, I and J are already used. So here we shall have another variable K, and here we shall write while K is equal to 1, K is less than, see, we need this pattern in decreasing order, but we need to relate it with the value of I. So now here value of I is increasing, but we want to decrease number of symbols. So in that case what we can do, we can simply use the combination of maximum value and the incrementing I. If we combine this like this, we can write here 5 is the maximum value of rows minus current value of I. See, this combination will decrease number of symbols printed in this for loop. and here we can write k plus plus. Now here simply print hash. Right friends, just save it. One more thing, when we are printing hash over here, that means we shall replace it by a blank spaces later. We need to consider the increasing column value, right? Because when these spaces are printed, the next value that j will print should be printed after these symbols, right? That means as we are printing these blank spaces over here, we need to change the value of j as well in this fashion. So here what we'll do, while printing this hash in this for loop, we shall continue the j value, and j value we are actually see here in this loop we are decreasing j value. So when we are printing a blank space, we should decrease j value for these positions as well, so that the next symbol will be printed in next position of j. So here we shall write j minus minus. Just compile friends, just save this program, compile it and run. See friends, here we have again missed the last position because we are printing one more hash, because where we need only 2 hash, we are printing 3 because we have used equal to condition. So simply skip this equal to condition over here, again save it and run. Now see friends, we have our expected output. Simply replace hash symbols all over the program with the blank space and you will get the exact expected output over here. See how it is done. Replace this hash with space. Again here this hash with space. Save it and just run. Boom. So friends, simply what we have done, we are printing hash in decreasing order, and when we are printing that hash, that blank space, we are also increasing the j position, so the next symbol will be printed at its position only. So we are getting the exact output over here. Again, one more thing friends, we have achieved our output, but we can make this pattern dynamic. That means you can ask user that how many rows you want, and according to that this pattern can be increased. See friends, in variable declaration we can have a max variable. Here we shall simply make its value as 10, and here where we have put maximum value as 5, just put that variable over here and it will make this program dynamic. That means it will run according to the input given, and here we have given input as 10 rows, and according to this pattern will change now. See friends, right? And if we make again it as 5, we just need to change over here. Just save it and run it. Right friends? Okay, that's all friends. I hope our friend from Dhaka and you all have understood the solution. One more thing friends, if you have this type of problems, then you can share with us and we shall provide you a practical solution. And friends, I recommend you to watch entire star pattern series. Link is provided in the description box. And if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe, like and share. Thank you friends.